This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, River State Police arrest 10 persons behind yesterday's attack on policemen and task force members. Family seeks justice over killing of their son in Edoha community by Ospak from Onelga. Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu declares 3 days of mourning for victims of Ikoyi building collapse. Anambra governorship elections to hold tomorrow as candidates sign peace accord. On the foreign scene, Niger declares national mourning after gun attack. I am Ifiemi Andrew. River State Police Command says it has arrested 10 persons behind the attack of a policeman and some officials of the task force on illegal street trading yesterday at the demolished Transamadi Slaughter Market. Spokesman of the command, Nnamdi Omoni, while confirming the arrest and the incident, told correspondent Sobiru Wari that they will be prosecuted if the investigation shows that they are responsible.
I can confirm the attack on the River State Task Force on demolition of illegal structures and shanties. They were on duty at that Transamadi where some hoodlums attacked them and there was a golf ball. They attacked the men and one of our policemen was injured in the process. We have made arrests. About 10 of them have been arrested. About 10 of them have been arrested and been interrogated. So far we have been able to restore normalcy and our tactical units have been deployed to that area. So far traffic has been eased and then the people are now going about their lawful business activity.
SP Omoni, who clarified that there was no mass arrest, said those arrested were at the scene of the attack.
The region has been ordered. Some persons have been arrested. So the investigation is a two-way traffic. We'll go this way and go that way. We'll find out what happened. Both the immediate and remote causes of what happened. All those will be captured in our investigation, and at the end of the day, we'll know who is found culpable. So we were arrested while carrying the attack. The policeman was injured and is receiving medical attention in the intensive unit. They were arrested in the course of the attack. It's not like it was a mass, but they were all arrested, fingered, and arrested from the scene.
Two of the task force members spoke from their hospital beds.
I'm on pace now, right now. I'm on pace. I can't tell. You can see the injury on me. His injury is so much, so we're in there to evacuate the traders. We're getting there to evacuate the traders. This will just start schooling us as a very not a proper gun. On my way to join my friend, I was falling on the floor. Falling on the floor is too new. The state government should do something. Because sometimes you go to things and they will chase you around. They will chase you with machete and different arms. So when the men go after them, storing us with a heavy stone, many type of stone. Before I know it, they started to wound us with cutlass and every other thing. My very self, I cannot fire person. So when I want to escape, before I know it, one just carry a stone. And now it's told me on my head. That is how the thing happened. We now did the environment in that. That is how it happened.
Recall that the policeman and 5 task force officials were wounded yesterday morning after they clashed with some persons at the now demolished Transamadi Slaughter Market. Our correspondent who is at the scene of the incident gathered that the task force officials had gone to clear the road of street traders when they were attacked. Our correspondent reports that the police and other security agencies were at the scene to restore calm. Structures set up by the street traders were burnt down by the task force officials. Some drivers plying Rumokoro Eleme Junction axis of Port Harcourt have called on the chairman of the River State Task Force on Street Trading and Illegal Motor Parks to call his men to order. The drivers, in an interview with our correspondent, complained of extortion and harassment from members of the task force.
No problem wey we dey face na wicked task force. For Rumokoro bus stop wey dey there from Eleme Junction dey come. As he come, even though he park well, for the bus stop where they keep, they go cut your back. They go begin carry your battery. They go beat you self.
Wicked task force is our problem here in Rumokoro. Once you park motor at the bus stop, they will come and carry your motor or they carry your battery. That's the challenges we are facing. Wicked big bus stop for us to dey offload. The task force no dey gree make they offload there. They hold our motor. Even though this morning they don't hold me, I don't spend 1,000 for nothing. The ones who they carry that red F1 now, as they don't swear, they go just enter your motor like say they don't hold you. And then they carry anywhere before you know they don't come on your battery. We even see the boys themselves, they're an irresponsible person. Those illegal people, them governments know them, make them come out to them.
Some drivers plying a bar road to Abali Park route also raised similar concerns.
But we want
once you park or passenger won't drop, then go like to block you so you don't park. Make government talk to them so that make they understand us because we don't tire for them. They don't walk away.
Task force, they worry me along go Delhi Road. And they apply from my one to Delhi Road. Slaughter. Slaughter is no bus stop for slaughter. Anyway, somebody stop this, stop carry, but you have to clear way. On that, they will see carry motor, worry person up and down. For now, just wicked task force is our problem. Wicked task force, whether you park well, you did not park well, they hold your motor. Offload passenger. Along the line, you have to go to one corner, settle them 10,000, 15,000.
Those elements where they form group, which even they show them ticket like this, that they will collect and chopper. So all the Tiana, if they overpower you, they carry motor go. Who are they working for? They will not tell you.
The family of one of the persons killed by armed men during a raid on the residence of a herbalist in Edoha community in the East Local Government area, God's Time Felix, is seeking justice. He said his brother joined other youths in the community to the residence of the herbalist known as Mike, who was accused of burying a baby in his shrine in Edoha community. Elder brother to the deceased, Saturday Felix told our correspondent that his brother was killed by OSPAC members from Onelga, believed to be working with the herbalist.
I'm Matahota when I hear that there is an evil man in the village. So I rushed to there to see. When I reached there, they said that the man have run and disappeared. Nobody knew how he disappeared. And from there, boys then went to his house. Maybe if they would see him, maybe appear in the house. So they went there and they don't see him. In that process, OSPAC then came. And then came, they start to shoot. Those OSPAC is a bad OSPAC from that man. That man have trained them. According to information, people living around that area, they say they used to see that OSPAC in that man's house. They are going special duty for that man. That's why they came. They shoot to cover that man. So in that process, they were shooting, they go and touch some people. Almost 3-4 people said. So sustained and later they survived. Personally, my own brother, so our last born. We are not happy. We are still finding way to know the OSPAC, where they are coming from.
Also, the youth leader of the community, Chisa Okposogu, said the youths of the community want the OSPAC members that killed the youth to be brought to justice. He said their visits to the resident of the herbalist was to hand him over to the police for investigation.
We will not carry gun, we will not carry knife, we will not carry stick. Because our plan to carry that man, hand over to police. Our plan, we will not get power to kill any person. That's why the man is that if they vex us till today, we they pray, may God review the OSPAC, the leader of OSPAC. May them bring those guys come because the youth are not happy. We're not happy at all. No community go kill 20 person, then say only 2 their body. We go happy now. Make OSPAC bring those guys. But for this one, the ones who don't but for this our Edoha matter, this native doctor matter. May them bring the OSPAC man, the main man, we kill those our brothers.
Other members of the community also spoke on the incident.
When that man was doing that sacrifice, someone passed at night and he saw a child was crying seriously. For the person now went away. It was on that morning the person now go to investigate the place that child was crying. When they went there, they saw a lot of ritual charms and a lot of things that the man have done, and the person now took those things out. When they took it out, the community now saw that what could be this, they now said that they should invite the man. And when they invited him, he came peacefully. They asked him, what about this and what about the child that was crying yesterday? He couldn't be able to say anything.
We dey try and go town hall. So as we want enter, he say, okay, man no vex, man no beat me. We could go there, man show na where I buried the 3 months baby. We say, okay, we want know the baby and who get the pikin. As we dey go, the man disappears. Now we receive our movement.
Anytime when they come with us back then.
When searching the shares, we now saw our brother's picture. Almost all the old picture there. The owners of the picture, all of them are all dead. Many of them are from this community.
When contacted, the General Commander of OSPAC in Onelga, Kinsley Ogumike, said he is not aware of the incident. He, however, promised to investigate the matter. As you may know, there were viral pictures of young men and women on social media hung on the wall in the shrine of the herbalist in the Edoha community, which has sparked public outrage. A former president of the National Association of Apani Students, Elechi Chimankbam, has accused OSPAC at Apani in Ikwere local government area of Rivers State of abducting and torturing him over allegations of financial misappropriation. Chimankbam, a student of Rivers State College of Health, said he was reported to OSPAC on issues bordering on alleged embezzlement of the association's funds.
My successor accused me of embezzling the association money. He reported me to the community OSPAC, and the OSPAC called me to come and render the account and clear myself. So I came back to render the account and clear myself. So Oswak asked me to pay 5,000 naira first before I will render the account. Oswak started beating me and they beat me to the extent that I fainted and they broke my right hand and I was bleeding both from my mouth, from my nose, even to the extent that they broke my head on that same day. It took me to their cell and I stayed there for hours before my father paid them 5,000 naira and they released me.
Chimang Bam said that Ospak also threatened to deal with him if he reports to the police or makes the matter public.
Yeah, threatening me, threatening my education, threatening my life, that if I should go on air or if I should report to police what has happened. Anytime I come back to the village, they will shoot me, and also they are going to write a letter to my school for my school to withdraw me. What I want them to do is, I want justice. I want all the things that I have spent money, and I've been living in pain for how many days now, and there is no money for me to continue the treatment what they did to me. And I don't know if this hand will be able to, I don't know if I'll be able to use this hand again, and this is my right hand. I don't know what will happen to me if this hand did not work again.
Meanwhile, an OSPAC personnel in Apani, Kingsley Onyeche, said the student union leader was locked up for fighting with OSPAC members.
The day they elect them, we are the people that guide the place. Even when the problem wants to come, we are the people that tell them that what do we need is one man, one vote. We guys when they elect him. So if I say that we are part of them, it's not wrong because we are from Abani and we cannot be their problem come. So they are going to want to bring a lot of problems. So we tell them that come and do the account. Sir, you see, when we detain, if we detain somebody, the person don't stay more than 24 hours in our cell. Before 24 hours, we'll call police to come and pick. If your people do not come, then we'll shop the man.
Our correspondent reports that the Center for Basic Rights Protection and Accountability Campaign has petitioned the executive chairman of the Korea local government on behalf of Mr. Elechi Chimangbam, a lawyer with the human rights advocacy group Festus Bonwin, as demanding a thorough investigation into the incident with a view to serving justice to all parties involved. Chairman of Iche local government area, Obina Anyanwu, has accused the federal government of playing politics with the development of Iche ethnic nationality. Dr. Anyanwu made the accusation when he led scores of Iche indigenes on Thursday to protest against the ongoing remediation works being carried out on the Federal Ministry of Works at the Umuayagu Okomoko dilapidated section of the Chokocho Ibodo Federal Road in Iche local government area. He said the federal ministry is only trying to sabotage the efforts of Governor Nyesom Wike.
This road has been bad for decades and nobody came for it. The governor, Chief Minister Ian Wike, have come to show love to the people by awarding this road from Chokocho to Ibodo. And now FEMA is here to patch the road. Is that what we deserve from the ABC-led administration? What we are seeing is a big sabotage to make sure the governor's effort is being truncated. And we, the people of Iche, will stand and will resist it. We are first-class citizens, we are not third-class citizens. Why should they come and patch a road for us? If they say they love Iche people, let them go somewhere else and do a standard road for us.
Also, some protesters said they will not leave the road until the federal government agency leaves Iche because they do not need the road to be patched. They wondered why the federal government decided to carry out remedial work on the road after the River State government recently approved its construction.
Using letters to patch a federal road where we've contributed immensely to the federal government. They did the same thing when Governor Wike wanted to construct Chokocho, Igbo to Eleme Road. And we went there in our number, and still sent them out. And look at what the road used to be today.
Our people have suffered neglect. The road has been dilapidated for over 4 years without the absence of the federal government. Now that His Excellency, the Governor of River State, have had the cry of Iche people and come to reconstruct this road. Look at what FEMA is doing. Is it construction of the road?
FEMA should leave. FEMA should go.
Between now to 6 o'clock. So anything that kind of is a lie, that is not correct. Nobody can come and tell you they are doing it. Who represents? Where did they represent? I got somebody.
It might interest you to know that the Chokocho Ibodo Federal Road in Iche connects River State with Abia and Imo states. The road currently serves as an alternative route for interstate travelers. A car dealer in Port Harcourt has accused the River State Internal Revenue Service of collecting money for vehicle plate number without issuing any. The car dealer who spoke anonymously said the development has been ongoing for 1 month and most of his clients are asking for their monies back. Efforts to reach the chairman of the River State Board of Internal Revenue, Chibuzo Aholu, to speak on this has not been successful. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State has declared 3 days of mourning over the Ikoyi building collapse, which occurred on Monday. No fewer than 32 persons are believed to have died in the incident. The governor, in a statement, by the Honorable Commissioner of Information and Strategy, Genga Omotosho, said all flags are to be flown at half-mast in public and private buildings and official engagements cancelled during the morning period. Meanwhile, NEMA has now recovered 38 bodies from the collapsed Ikoyi building in Lagos. Of the dead, 35 are males, while 3 are females. 8 males and 1 female were brought out alive. However, Lagos State Governor, who was at the site yesterday, put the figure at 32. The dead body of the developer of the collapsed 21-story building at Gerard Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, Ifiemi was retrieved from underneath the rubble on Wednesday. The source told the news agency of Nigeria that Mr. Osibona's body was among dead bodies exhumed from the collapsed building and taken to a public mortuary at Yaba. There is no official confirmation yet on Mr. Osibona, but a close friend to him, Dele Momodu, publisher of Ovation magazine, mourned him on his Instagram page on Thursday night. Still ahead, a number of people prepare to participate in Saturday's governorship election. Stay tuned.
Philosophy, it's not just entertainment.
Love and hate can never be friends. Oh no.
There's an idea behind it, a way of life behind the music, a positive way, a progressive way. No two ways about it, Reggae music make you feel good. Reggae music make you feel irate.
Come sing for them, baby. That song they hot, daddy. Going night, you juggling hot. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Coming soon to Nigeria Info.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Irate Jam Down.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Some candidates in the Anambra governorship election on Thursday signed a peace accord in Oka. The National Peace Committee was chaired by former military head of state, General Abdusalami Abubakar.
The signing of the peace accord today is not a mere exercise. It is indeed a clarion call for all the candidates and the political parties and all Anambarians to commit themselves to a peaceful process. We call on all the candidates, their parties and supporters to accept the outcome of the vote as long as it is adjudged to be free, fair and credible. And I have been assured by the chairman of INEC that everything is put on deck to ensure a free and fair election.
INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu also spoke at the event.
The Commission once again appealed to the Peace Committee to bring parties and candidates to commit to peace before, during and after the election. For this reason, we are also confident that just like Edo and Ondo, the election on Saturday will be peaceful and the outcome will reflect the will of the Anambra voters.
Over 2.5 billion voters are expected to cast their ballots in 5,640 polling units out of the total 5,720 polling units across the 21 local government areas of Anambra State. The elections are set to hold tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered the restriction of vehicular movement in and out of Anambra State from 11:59 p.m. on Friday, 5th of November 2021 to 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, 6th of November 2021. There appears to be a renewed interest by Anambra people to participate in Saturday's governorship election. Correspondent Kenichiko Ofoma, who went around the state, reports that the people are actually gearing up to cast their votes on Saturday. At the Oka South INEC headquarters, Mabia, people were seen queued up waiting to collect their PVCs, while movements at the parks were unduly high as people traveled to their places of voting. In the meantime, IPOB has denied calling for a boycott of the Anambra governorship election. The group, in a statement by its spokesperson Imar Powerful, stated that its priority is to secure the release of its leader Nnamdi Kanu and not elections. IPOB also claimed that it has not asked anyone to impose a sit-at-home order.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Niger has declared 2 days of national mourning from today after at least 69 people were killed in an attack by suspected Islamist insurgents. The attack happened in the country's southwest near the border with Mali. The government said victims included a local mayor and the leader of a self-defense militia. A search is underway for survivors. No group has claimed responsibility for the bloodshed which took place on Tuesday. On the news this morning, you heard that the police has said it arrested 10 persons behind attack on its officers and task force members in slaughter area of Transamadi, Port Harcourt yesterday. A family is seeking justice over the killing of their son in Edoha community by Ospak from Onelga. NEMA and Lagos State government give conflicting figures on bodies recovered from collapsed Ikoyi building as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu declares 3 days of mourning. Anambra governorship candidates sign peace accord ahead of elections tomorrow. On the foreign scene, we told you that Niger has declared 2 days of national mourning beginning from today after at least 69 people were killed in an attack. For more stories, visit our website www.nigeriainfo.fm. Cloudy weather is expected in Port Harcourt this morning. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye for now.